Of the first few measures that were taken, I think to a certain extent for us here in India and a lot of markets around the world, no news on tariffs is good news. And so to that extent, we've seen a bit of a breather. The dollar has come off quite substantially. What do you make of the latest?
So if you're asking me, basically this I thought was predictable in the sense that about a few days ago, he said that he first wants to visit China in the first 3 months. He actively took steps to try and save TikTok, and in a place where people are talking about TikTok being a arm of the Chinese government, inviting the CEO to the inauguration, and also because he's surrounded by a fund manager, hedge fund manager as a finance treasury secretary. So I thought initially also that this part will not happen so easily. And now again, after seeing that he's not done it after announcing it or after campaigning on it, because he said that he will do it on Mexico and Canada on Feb 1st. The market is again reacting. I think the market is overly reacting. I was amazed to see interviews, even on Indian television, guys saying, we have taken this 60% tariff across the board, and therefore, because of this, the inflation will be high and this much will be high and trade will come down. I mean, absolutely random over analysis of campaign things, which clearly were not or had a very, very low probability of being implemented on day one, and making projections from that. So I think overall, what he has done so far is quite harmless as far as markets are concerned.
And from what Trump is saying so far, it seems pretty clear that the best deal for America, very broadly speaking, is what he thinks is in his interest. Here in India, markets have been celebrating, right? And everyone you speak to, and you talked about some Indian commentators you heard, everyone is celebrating, saying that yes, the stick of tariffs is going to hit China. But why are we assuming there's going to be no impact on us? Or how do you look at that?
So first of all, I don't think that it'll hit anybody. There'll be a deal. And also, by the way, although I agree that he rejected the Japanese takeover, but actually even he was not the president, and it was formally rejected by the Democrats. He has just said that he also goes along with that. It's not that he has actually done it. So in that sense, it is US both parties' policy or whatever, or at least in this particular case. But, talking about this thing, that's what I'm saying, don't take every word of his literally in these areas. And this idea that you said that this is only day one. Well, the whole story is on day one. If on day one you are signing 100 orders, and in that the tariff orders are not there, that means that it is not being taken right at the top of the agenda. If you do it as a 101st order 10 days later, when the visibility and the noise around that is less, if at all he does it that day, it anyway means that it is still a ploy to play with or bargain with Mexico and Canada on drug and basically immigration issues. So if it is not on day one, and if you had asked before this on what is Trump running, he was running on immigrants and tariff. And now you say in the first 100, whatever he signs today, is not there, then that is a very big signal according to me.